Hello everybody, welcome back to Jack on a Journey. I'm a bit familiar. Hello everybody, welcome back to Jack on a Journey. My name is Jack. I'm in a bit of a familiar surroundings today. I'm not recording elsewhere. We got it's the 18th of January. We've made a couple of more transfers. One that I'm very, very happy with. Another returning face to the club. But before we do that, we'll show you the results. We got smashed 4-0. But other than that, we've been undefeated again. So we beat Klodvik 3-0 in the cup, and then we drew 1-0 against Club Bruges. We then beat, how do you say that name? Charleroi 1-0. Benelli getting a late goal in that game. We then got smashed 4-0 by Ghent away from home in the cup. Just played terribly. Like, it's not even like a weakened side, if I'm honest. But yeah, we got smashed 4-0. But we then bounced back in the league against Genk and drew with them 1-0. Insame getting the goal in that game. We then beat Sint Trudenez 1-0. Cavillon getting another goal for his account. Michel Cavillon. And then we had two friendlies which we smashed the teams in. That's fine. But today we're playing SV Salt Ralagem. Let's not worry about that. Transfers, ladies and gentlemen. We have brought back in Renel Karabali from NK Maribor. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Still 19 years old. It already feels like he's been around for ages. What a player. 3-star current, 5-star potential. He was just tearing it apart for Maribor. A lot of them in Europa League and Champions League, where we played a lot of duff sides, but still 14 goals in 24 games, let's say. It's not too bad. Previous season, 12 goals in 30 games. It's not too bad. So we brought him in. 1.3 mil. Could rise to 3.3 mil, I think. But he's very good. He's going to act like, not backup as such. He's going to get plenty of game time. But because Insame is scoring goals, he's not going to get straight into the side. Obviously, you knew about Romeo Koulibaly, who we signed I think, in one of the first episodes. Was it the very first episode that I signed him? I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah, he looks decent. 2.5 star, 4.5 star potential. Looks good. And obviously you know about Rudy, my main man, Rudy, coming in for that right-hand side. We also signed a guy called Kevin. It's not a nickname, just Kevin. He's on loan from Fulham. We're paying him 5k a week. Defensive midfielder, purely because we sold Kalvak, or we're selling Kalvak. The defensive mid, so he's coming in as backup to Busquets. He probably won't play too much, but a decent backup to have. He played a lot for Fulham in the Championship, so he's done well. But he's also started his career in Atletico Madrid, like swapping between their B team and their main team. Never played for the main team, I don't think. But yes, flip-flopping around in their system. He had a loan at Albuquerque, where he played very decent. Then went to Fulham, and now he's on loan at us. Unless he plays well, I've got no plans to bring him in permanently. But you never know. You never know with these things. He might be an absolute world beater. But yeah, we couldn't afford this unless we sold a player. Lamine, after last episode, said, I'm going to give this kid loads of game time to see if he can be here next season. And the very next episode, he's sold. Okay. He's gone to Monaco. He went for £5 million, all up front from Monaco, and 50% of the next sell-on, which I think this team, Horia, had 20% of the sell-on, so they got £1 million. So I think we get 30% of the sell-on, if that makes sense. Because just take away from the 50%. So we get 30% of the next next fee that he gets, not profit, just plain fee, which is good. And that funded getting those two in perfectly fine. So that's all good. We sent a bunch of players out on loan as well. No one of note. But I don't think we're done now. I think we're still gonna, because we've got a lot of players in the under-21s that just aren't good enough, and they're taking up a bit of wage budget. So it might not seem a lot. Kalvicic, there we go. He's the 30-year-old defensive mid. He's going. When's he going? 24th of the first, so in a week's time. So I've dropped him down to the under-21s now to jog him on, basically. But there's a lot of unneeded wage being spent down in this under-21s. So I'm still going to try and offload them. Still trying to send people out on loan to get a bit of dosh back from them. Because finances-wise, because this team's not in Europe, kind of hemorrhaging money. But that is perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. I don't think there's anything else to show you. Let's show you the league table. We're sitting in 9th. We've got a game in hand over everyone ahead of us. If we win today, we'll be on 29 points, so we'll go up to 7th. The race for the top 6 is on, because obviously the Belgium league gets split. But I think the way it does it, if I remember rightly, top 6 go into a Champions League group to see who qualify for the Champions League. I think it's top 2 teams do that. I think. And then the next 6 are 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th get or is it? Oh, yeah, 7th, 8th, 9th, 11th, 9th, 10th, 11th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think go into one group of. So it's a group A and a group B of Europa League qualifiers, I think. And the top team from each group then face off against each other to see who gets a better spot in the Europa League, I think. And then this team gets relegated. Because I think there's a couple. If you have a look, I'm sure I'm getting this right. I'm just confusing myself with it. Because I'm sure a couple of teams from the league below get put into these groups as well. So if you have a look, season. So the bottom team gets relegated. That's fine. Not necessarily the top team wins the title. How do we have a league table? It's a championship group. I'm pretty sure it might even be top 2 and then thirds get Europa League, maybe. If we have a look at Bruges' schedule to see if they did get into the Europa League. So yeah, it must be. They played Hertha, that's unlucky. It must be top 2 get Champions League, and then the third place get Europa League. And then the winner of Group A, Group B face off against each other, and the winner of that gets the other Europa League spot, and then the cup winners get the Europa League spot. And then depending on if the cup winner is in the Champions League, someone in the Champions group gets the Europa League spot. So that's how I'm pretty sure that's how it is. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. So the race to get to the top 6 is on, and we're only 4 points behind Shelior, who we know we've already beaten, and we've got a game in hand. So if we do win today, it's going to be a toughie of a game. If we do win today, we'll be 1 point behind them, and then it's just a case of carrying on, picking up points, carrying on, getting there until we get into this top 6. And I don't want to just be in the top 6. I want to, because it basically, again, lessons. I think once this group's split, everyone's points get halved. So you carry on with the same amount of, say Club Brugge finished on 46, they'll get 23 points. They'll start off, and then it's 10 extra games to get more points. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So it's just a case of it's 30 games we're playing here. So I think it's 30 games, and then we play 10 extra games when the league splits. So we got 11 games, including today's game, to get into the top 6, which I think is doable. Obviously, because the board expects us to be around the top of the league. they're not very happy with it at the moment, even though, you know, we're now, 13 points clear of 16th where we were when I started the job. So we'll have to wait and see. I love how I love that. That's incredible. Let's jump straight into the game, shall we? Who are we playing? SV Salta Raragem. Yes, that's it. We're not going to start every of the new people today, purely because I've kept Omionga, the second choice centre. He's going to be the third choice. I didn't quite want to get rid of him, but that might all change. Yeah, I'm not going to start everyone because I want to ease everyone in, but there is going to be one debutant today. Yeah, one debutant. So we got Deild in goal. Tejero, the Spanish guy, is finally back from injury. He's at left back. Skrodau, Parrot Baron, and Olberg at the back. Busquets, William, and Saka are operating the midfield three. Eden, Rudy, a debuting Rudy, and Insame up front. We got Carabelli and Kevin on the bench, with Romeo Koulibaly also on the bench. And hopefully we get to see how they face today. I'm not expecting all three to come on, but, you know, if we're winning like 3-0, I'll make sure that they all come on. Right then, they're matching us in formation. I don't like that. But they got a debuting keeper, which could be interesting, especially if he doesn't know the language. He might not be a good communicator. That might work in our favour, but it's all about the 3 points today, boys. We are away from home, which obviously doesn't help the matters, but all that matters is getting the 3 points. And as you can see, there is a little bit of a gap forming behind us now. It worries me that I'm still scrolling straight down to the bottom. We're still in it. But we got a 5-point gap now over Royal Antwerp. So a gap's forming, which is good. And we've managed to get ourselves into that top tier of the gap. So, or second top tier. I think Club Brugge are kind of in a tier of their own at the moment. Eden, he's on the ball on the left wing. Finds Tiero. Whips into Insame, who's hit the post and he can't quite get to the rebound. Ball bounces everywhere and Allberg picks it up. But at the end of the highlight and straight into another highlight for Insama, who whips in. Mitrovic heads clear to Renault. Bloody hell. Parrot Baron did terribly there. He just kind of laced it right into the guy in front of him. And, it's hit the bar or hit the keeper, saved it, one of them. But they're still attacking, and that was a big let-off for us. That's a massive let-off. Baron there with a poor clearance against the midfielder, I assume it was, and it just caused a counter-attack against us because Baron was then out of position. Right, Rudy on the ball. What can he do today? Can he do any wonders like we saw he can do at Maribor? Baron now finds Allberg, who, was a kind of opened, and Same, he's now at the butt. I can't keep up. Baron kind of just pelted it to Allberg, who panicked because he was marked. He then lumped the ball forward. I don't know what happened. Insame had so much space behind the two centre-backs and rattled the post. It's exciting, isn't it, ladies? Exciting. Right, throw in now. Tiero taken... I've said his name 3 different times, I think. Busquets is now on the ball. Finds the young kid William. Tiero. Can he get the ball in? He can't. He finds the poor pass, but Skrodal, hopefully he's going to get there. Play it back to the keeper. He does perfectly. That's a good little bit of distribution from the keeper there. And we can go again on another attack. Eden finds Sakor. Who can he find? Big ball over the top to Rudy. Can he get the ball into the box? He can. And it's into the back of the net. I think... it's been disallowed. I don't know. I think the keeper must have come out and got pushed. Because there's no reason to disallow the goal there. I thought Rudy was going to get the assist master of Maribor. I thought he was going to get his first assist on his debut, which would be absolutely wonderful. Right, another highlight just to end the first half with. Can we get this clear? Skrodal's done well there to pick up the ball, and he finds Eden, who's headed it back to the left back, which is good. Williams, Tiero. A clearance just against people. I don't like it. Sacco to Busquets over the top to Insame. He tries to chip the keeper and can't quite. We're just not clinical. It's almost like we need to bring on a striker who we know can score goals. Right. A lot of you would be keen to avenge. We'll keep it for now. We won't make any substitutions. I'll give it until the hour mark. And if we haven't scored, I'm going to make some substitution, I think. Eden tries to find Insami, but he can't. Rudy's on the ball now. Has a shot, but it is blocked. Allberg. Nah, it's the end of the highlight now. We are dominating. Not clinical enough. Alright, free kicks to Williams. Can he whip it in? He can't. It's a pretty poor free kick, really. You want to test a keeper from that kind of range, and it's gone wide. Right, we're going to make a substitution, my friends. Insame can't hit a barn door with a banjo, as they say. So Karabali is going to come on for the last half an hour. Enthusiastic striker is what they call him. There's nothing else really happening. Rudy's had he's had a pretty poor game for his debut. Let's make the other. Unfortunately, we're not going to see all of the new signings. Why have we Benelli? So I was going to say, why haven't we got a right winger on the bench? That's because I put Benelli there because he can play right winger. Who do we bring on? We just got defensive. Right. We'll bring on Koulibaly, or a big Romeo. We bring him on. There we go, and we'll do that. And in the last 20 minutes, can we salvage a win, a much-needed win in this game? All right, another highlight. 10 minutes to go. Can we pick up a goal here? That'll be much, much needed. Koulibaly now making his debut. Finds Busquets in the middle to Williams to Sakor. Good little pass and play. One touch pass, and Sakor out to Benelli. Can he run at the defender? Which he does. Benelli, oh, decent effort, son. Decent effort. It would have been nice if you could have crossed it, but, confidence. I like the confidence to take the shot on there. I like it. 5 minutes to go. It's still 0-0. We're going to go attacking, I think. Yeah, we're going to go attacking for the last couple of minutes, just to see if we can get anything. Barron's had a very good game by the looks of it, which is very good. But we're going to pick up a 0-0 draw. 0-0 draw is fine. We kept a clean sheet, and unless we can, no, we can't. We're away from home. We kept a draw. We don't have to win every game. It would have been very, very nice to win, but as long as we win the next game, whoever we're playing, I'm not going to say I'm happy with it. I'm going to say unlucky. Unlucky, boys. Parrot Baron played well in that game by the looks of it, with a 7.3 for an 18-year-old kid to be the best player on the team. Fair play to him. Fair play to him. Carry on with our unbeaten run of 10 games in the league without losing, which hopefully we carry on. We are still 9th. We're 3 points behind thirds, which is fine. Who can we come back against? That is the real question. I'm not going to leave too much of a gap this time because we're in the business end of the season and I want to kind of see every game. That's too much of a gap, really. KV, Mechelen and Royal Antwerp, we'll do that because there isn't really a run of games where we're playing two top teams unless we're playing Orpen and Ghent, but that's quite a gap at this stage of the season. So we'll come back for Mechelen and Antwerp, and then we'll do Upan, Ghent, and then we'll probably do those two games at the end. Seems perfect. If you did like that, please leave a like on the video, and please subscribe if you're new around here, or you haven't done so already. And fingers crossed, in the next episode, we've picked up a couple of wins, and we've asserted ourselves as challengers for top 6. Thank you very much for watching.